Welcome back, everybody. I'm JC, and those of you who are new to this channel, I'm trying new hobbies. I've got no experience of these type of hobbies at the moment. I'm doing mostly soldering kits, so this would be something that you buy to practice, and it helps a lot. I have done a few. I'm trying to teach myself something, and I learn out of my mistakes, and hopefully someone else is in the same position than me, and maybe we can learn together. It's not always easy, and I've already had a few mishaps, but we carry on and we try a few more things. So for today, we're gonna do a ultrasonic alarm system, which is very small, and I'll show you some detail of what it should look like when we're finished, and then we're gonna try it, and hopefully it works this time. Okay, hang on, hold on to your hat. Okay, that is what it should look like when it's finished. Um, it's just page through, so basically you have a display, two sensors, a buzzer, a couple of switches, power supply, a few resistors, and a few other small things, LED, and so on, battery pack. Okay, this is just a picture from a different angle with a bit more detail about things at the bottom here, but we'll get into that. That's the dimensions. This would be a alarm that you install near a door or a window, anywhere where you need a little bit of security. Yeah, that's what it looks like from the top. Normally, you should get something, a leaflet, something like this. It gives you a part list, well, a lot of Chinese on that side, but at least then you have some idea. Now, I did not get this. This is for a bit of an issue. What I do find is on the web here, I can get a diagram. That's good. So I'll use this. I will definitely open it. Yeah, I'll definitely use that. And that's all I got really. So let's tackle this one and see how far we get. I don't think it would be impossible without the document, without the paperwork. Not impossible. Since I have this, it gives me a good idea. And also, I've noticed that um, on the PC board, the markings are quite clear. Maybe a little bit like that, but yeah. So this is not a bad quality. It's very good. Um, the sensors, which would sit uh, like that, will be on that. I think this is something that we'll leave until last. It's bulky and something may break if we put it on. So we wait until last. We have this and power supply, the batteries, a wire, a buzzer, digital display, a switch, and one for the power supply to connect to. What I've done, I've taken the big parts out and put them in one container, and so I can deal with the small ones. Now I've got these resistors. There's two type of resistors. I'll get to that soon. I'll identify them, find out where they go. A few switches. There is transistors, a couple of transistors, 4 transistors, some capacitors, and a crystal. Also a LED. Anyway, that's what we got it put together with. It doesn't look too bad. Okay, I'm looking at the resistors at the moment, and these are 5-band resistors. So I have, looking at the colors, yellow, violet, black, brown. All right. Okay, I'm going to look at the resistors and identify which one is which, and the color coding on this one is yellow, violet, black, brown. yellow, violet, black, brown, brown. So what I'll do here is I go yellow, violet, black, brown, brown. And it says here it's 4.7 kilo ohms. That's great. So I've got that on my PC board here, and it says 4K7. So yeah, right, good. That's where they go. And then the other one I've got here is brown, brown, black, black, brown. So let's go brown, 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 black, black, brown. And that's 110. So let's see, maybe I'm going the wrong way around. Let's turn it around. I never know which side to start off with these. So let's go brown, black, black, brown, 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 black, black, brown, brown. Okay. And that says it's 1,000 ohms and 1,000 ohms, 1K. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so those are the ones I'm going to use. I just want to give you a close-up of the markings on the PC board. So it's quite clear. You can see the 1,000 kilo, the 1,000s go there, 4K7s go there. So it's clearly marked. You can easily make out what goes where and which way it goes in, etc. I just wanted to show you that. Okay, let the soldiering begin. All right, I'm going to start with the 1K ones first, which are the brown, black, black, brown, brown ones. Okay, I think the last item here will be the buzzer. Where is the buzzer? There you go. The buzzer, once again, it's got the buzzer's got a long leg and a short leg. Long leg's positive is normal, and also there's a piece of paper here. It says plus on that side. So I can see on the board here it's plus, minus, easy. Okay, let's put some soldering flux on it. Flux. Okay. Flux going on. There you go. Right. Okay, I had to make a calculated decision about the batteries. Um, there are no indications here where the battery should go. I had a look on the diagram, and the diagram don't give me anything. And I've looked at a few models that was displayed on Google, and even that gives me nothing. But what I've decided to do is to connect it to the power supply, or the 5-volt power supply, and the positive and the negative there. So as long as you don't use both at the same time, I imagine it will be okay. So I've soldered that in there. I didn't video that because I wasn't thinking about that. I was a bit concerned. Okay, all right. So the battery power supply is in. Now the next phase is to clean this. It's a bit tacky, so I'm just going to use what I got in the house, and that's polish remover, nail polish remover, and a toothbrush. I think that should do it. Okay. It will dry in a few minutes. What I need to do now is I need to install this guy. Let's see. Once again, the notch is quite clear to be seen. The indicator there, and that will go in this way then, because that's where we got the same corresponding mark on there. Just see if we can get us in. Make sure I got them all in. Okay, I think that's right. And one thing missing here is the button for the switch. There you go. All right. Okay. Now I will solder this guy in, and that goes in like that, and that. Right. A little bit of a there. Ta-da. Okay, let's see. That's it. I think mission accomplished. Let's put some power on it and see what happens next. I'll take this light away. Maybe there's something happening here that would be better visible if there's less light pollution. Okay, so far nothing happened. Okay, we have life. It's measuring the distance. Okay, so I found a bit of a manual here that says press and hold S4 to adjust the distance. Okay, so we can make the distance further or shorter. I'm not sure what that is. It could be centimeters, probably. Let's make it. There you go. Okay, I imagine it's. Yep. Okay, for this argument's sake, I'm going to leave it at that 20 centimeters. So it's about as long as this ruler, I think. It's about there. So anything closer, there you go. Oh, oh, stupid. Okay, so at the moment it's set at 26, but 26 is there. Alright, let's try again. Let's do this again. Hold, and then confirm. No? Alright, so if I go closer, there you go. It works. Wow, fantastic. Something that works. I made I made something that works. Yeah, I can see a purpose for that. Uh, if I move it closer, I've got a box here under the camera. So if I move it closer to the box, it's 20. It measures the distance. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if you can you actually see that. Maybe I should remove the camera. Let me do that. Okay, what I've done is I've set it to 1.7, although the distance to the wall on the other side is 1.91. So I'm going to put the camera down, I'm going to walk past between myself and the wall where I normally sit, and we'll see what happens. There you go. Move it closer. It's not sure about it, is it? Maybe if I go a bit. Oh yeah, it picks up some disturbance. I'm not sure why it doesn't keep doing it. Only one beep. Maybe it beeps more when you get closer. Okay, anyway, we get the idea. Okay, I'm going to reduce the distance. I got a feeling it's too far. Let's stick it on 1 meter. That would be, I think it should be more realistic to have it on 1 meter. Okay. Right, I'm going to walk past it again. Let's see what happens. Mm-mm. Oh, I'm further than a meter away, yes, obviously. So let's go over here. Yes, now it's making a noise. Okay, I'm happy. I think it works. No? Yeah, there you go, 10 centimeters. Yeah, I think it's a good result. Okay, that concludes this exercise. I'm quite happy with it. It works. The instructions wasn't necessary really. I didn't even once look at the diagram. I just followed my head and look at the board, because on the board there was some markings of where goes what, and also the values of the resistor, so it was quite easy. I'm happy with that. And what's next to do? I probably need a casing, put this in a box. A small Tupperware exercise would be good enough. Why not? Something like that. If I can make it fit in something like that, make two holes there, and I don't need to make anything. Just need to modify something. That would be good. Okay, well, that's it then. The next item I'm gonna attempt would be Game Boy. It's like Tetris type of handheld Tetris game. I think there's 4 or 5 different modes you can go into, and we'll see how that works out. Hopefully there's no miniature parts in it, and if that's the case, then we should be okay. Thank you very much for watching.